Yo, what's up, yo? Today, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at Minomonsters. So what I hope I can cover in this video is first off how I got into Minomonsters, then how Minomonsters 1 and 2 worked, and basically my opinions on Minomonsters 2. And hopefully other things along the way. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting into Minomonsters. So I was likely introduced to Minomonsters through Monster Kingdom when I was watching ads to get shit. And like they showed like that one commercial, Minomonsters, where it showed Grunt evolving into Gravel, which by the way never made it to the game by that time, not until like 2.0. Anyways, by that time that game wasn't free, it was like 0.99 cents, so I really couldn't get the game, so I didn't bother and I kept playing Monster Kingdom. And even then, I would say that the 1.0 Minomonsters didn't exactly grab my attention. Like, I wasn't even very interested in getting it anyways. Though I watched a video on it and some gameplay on it, and honestly, it really didn't grab my attention by a lot. But, you know, it was pretty cool. Like, I thought it was nice. Fast forwarding a bit of time, so when Minomonsters 2.0 came out, it actually changed up the game quite a lot. Now the way you explore the islands is different. In fact, there was one new island called Earth Island, which was introduced in 2.0, and it introduced new evolutions for the starter Minos. And while these factors could be reasons why I decided to actually get the game was at its 2.0, let's be honest, it's because the game was made free. And also, I was like a kid by that time, so I had to ask my mom to get me the game I wanted. That was for free. Anyways, so I got the game thanks to my mom getting me the game even on the iPad. Now, one thing to note is that the 1.0, 2.0 intro Minomonsters is different from the 3.0 Minomonsters. For some reason, they decided to change how you started playing Minomonsters. And of course, I started playing the game when it was at its 2.0, so I got the intro of like the human guy and the shopkeep grappling in it. Really, the intro battle serves as a way to teach you how to battle in Minomonsters. And so you start off at the beach of Water Island where you have to work your way to the sandbar and then the jungle and then the waterfall. There was a currency in Minomonsters called Mino Credits which you could use to buy Minos and whatever shit. As well as boosts, which I'll get to that later. And then for 3.0 it added star coins, which were essentially the very common currency. The game also had a candy system where like you can go ahead and carry up to 5 candies just to catch Minos with. While you're also able to get more candy by looking for candy grumblings which randomly appear throughout the Windward Isles. Anyways, there's like 5 elements in Minomonsters, which is fire, water, ground, or earth as it's known in Minomonsters Evolution, air, and electric. Though there is the inclusion of the dark element, but that's not until Minomonsters Evolution. Anyway, so each Mino in the Minomonsters game could have one of the 5 elements, while also containing rarity that would decide how rare or how potentially powerful a Mino can be. And thus the rarities being good, or common as it's known in Minomonsters Evolution, rare and mega rare, or just mega as it's known in Minomonsters Evolution. Though in the future major update, it would introduce the Guardian rarity, or as it's known in Minomonsters Evolution, the Legendary rarity. While in the second Minomonsters game, it introduced a rarity higher than Mega called the Epic rarity. Anyways, every Mino had a basic attack, which every Mino has, while they also had their 3 skills. Their first skill being their elemental attack, their second being their stronger physical attack, and then their third being their very powerful elemental attack. In which these 3 skills work on a energy system that's present within battles where you fight opponents, where every time you attack your opponent with your Mino, energy may come out from the opponent and you can collect them. You'll likely need 2 energy to use its first skill, 4 energy to use its second skill, and then 6 energy to use its third and strongest skill. And each Mino has like 2 to 3 perks. I'm not even sure if there's Minos that have 3 perks. Anyways, you play through the game, and the story is kind of basic, honestly. It's just you trying to stop the Grumblings from causing mayhem throughout the Windward Isles. That's really it. However, this does not mean the Grumblings won't go down without a fight. And of course, the Grumblings can fight your Minos pro tricks and shit, like say the Fire Grumbling throwing out fire over the area or trying to pick shit up, but you touch the fire, damages your Mino, which kind of sucks. However, most of the bosses in Minomonsters weren't even the hardest for me. But the final level at Earth Island with 4 Grumblings, one of each element, was pretty fucking hard. Like, it kicked my ass multiple times until I finally got my Crocoling to evolve to Crocobeast and just wreck their ass. And yet, when I thought that was the only hard boss I was facing off against, the game decided to go, oh, that wasn't enough? Don't worry, we know how to make you suffer. But no, seriously, this boss whipped my ass quite a number of times. Like, I had 2 water Minos, Crocobase and Beluba. Yeah, I still couldn't beat the shit out of that boss. Like, this boss was whooping my ass. Probably should have like 3 water Minos. Oh yeah, probably could have gotten rid of fucking Zoop. Oh, by the way, don't worry. The game gets easier if you can add 5 friends just to unlock a chest, which contains a good Mino. Like maybe it contains something good. Who knows? I mean, for mine, I got Pterosaur, which is pretty good. And then there are boosts in this game, which like basically do some crazy shit. I mean, there's one that just heals your Mino's health all the way up. Maybe even your entire team, I don't know. There's one that's like, you know, a shield, cool. Like, there's like 7 of them. I'm not gonna name them all because I'm lazy as shit. By the way you leveled up your Minos is actually through XP, kind of like Pokemon, until like 3.0 came out, where you had to use star coins to level up your Minos. Skill levels included. Anyways, first, in Earth Island, there was the desert, the cave, the prairie, and then the mountain. And then in Fire Island, the only 2 areas that were like unlocked by 2.0 were like the canyon and then the dunes. By the way, the last 2 areas of Fire Island, that being the lava fields and volcano, weren't available until 3.0. Oh, by the way, there's something useless to note. Basically, a Mino called Sprout was actually added as the pre-evolution of Zuppy, which somehow started some kind of trend on baby Minos and Minomonsters. But really, who cares about Sprout? By the way, the lava grubbling in the dunes was the last boss of Minomonsters, where it's at its 2.0. Where the honor of the true final boss goes to the Grubbling Warlord, which is known as the Grubbling Knight in Minomonsters Evolution. But that was during its 3.0 time. Speaking of which, when 3.0 came out for Minomonsters, yet more big changes to the game. Basically, candies are now replaced with star coins, technically. I mean, star coins have more use now for, like, leveling up skills, buying Minos. Yes, buying Minos. You no longer catch the Minos. You just encounter them, beat them, and then bam, you can always get them. However, Guardians are a bit different. And then lastly but not least, leveling up Minos, of course. Who couldn't forget that? And of course, the 3.0 update of Minomonsters introduced Guardians to the game, which are the strongest Minos you can possibly get in the game. When the first 3.0 update came in, they brought in the Water Guardian, which you had to go to its island, which is Water Island, and do levels there until you can find rocks where you pick out and hope you can get its water stones, which you need like 5 of them, which each of the stones carry out like a symbol, which is representing one of the elements of the Windward Isles. When you've collected all of its stones, you go to its ruins, which is in Water Island, because, you know, the Water Guardian, and then you awaken it. But you're gonna have to beat it in battle, because you're gonna have to fight it. Good thing is, like, when you beat it, you actually don't have to, like, oh, buy it. No, you right away get it as soon as you beat it, which is nice. And by the way, I remember having to fight it a couple times just so I can beat it and get it, because, you know, I actually kind of struggled with it because I wasn't prepared to fight it. In fact, I didn't have the right team, like a team full of air Minos, let's just say. Or also, no, you can also use a team full of electric Minos, which there aren't that many electric Minos. However, Wex will definitely turn Water Guardian into its bitch because it's pretty crazy powerful against it. And then what you gotta do is just level up your Guardian and its shit, and then basically, bam, you became fucking god. This game's kind of piss easy now. Maybe except when you're having to go against the other Guardians, because yeah, when the other Guardians were added in, just expect it to be the same as the Water Guardian, except it's different. Like Terrahorn, or the Earth Guardian, and Infernova, or the Fire Guardian. There's also Hydropus, which you probably just got because, yeah, you just done it. There was also the Spirit Guardian, which is actually an event Mino that you can get for a limited time. Like, it wasn't gonna be here forever. Like, you either try to get it or you don't. By the way, there was also Mystery Island, which had a tranquil forest, which I think it was called Minomonsters Evolution, but maybe it's just called the Forest. Well, you basically try to find a mega rare Mino, which was Dingo, which was later lead into a whack-ass common Mino called Fairleva. And you think the updates would stop there? Well, there's one more update that was pretty big, because added some new baby Minos, there's some existing Minos, as well as new evolutions. Anyways, the game also had like a battle arena kind of thing where you faced off against other players and their Minos. Like, you had a statue which you could put a helmet, a sword, and shield, whatever the shit. Like, there were 4 tiers: bronze, silver, gold, and elite. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say about the first Minomonsters game. Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my thoughts on the second Minomonsters game, and talk a bit about it as well. Anyways, in the second Minomonsters game, the story of Minomonsters was actually changed up quite a bit with the inclusion of the hero evolution shenanigans of, like, oh, Ragnaraf and his fucking generals. So, as I blindly believed Minomonsters 2 was better than Minomonsters because, oh, it's got new stuff. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. Of course, yeah, there's some new stuff with Minomonsters Evolution, like epic Minos, equipment you can equip onto your Mino, although I kind of thought that was a thing in, like, Minomonsters 1.0, it could just be me. And, probably a better battle arena, to be honest, which, I mean, I didn't really play much in, so I can't say if it's better or not. Well, actually, also bringing back Candy from the Minomonsters 1.0, 2.0. And to be honest, I think I kind of prefer how the candy was in the first Minomonsters, where you can literally use the candy on any Mino, almost any Mino, I would say. I would say you wouldn't be able to use it in certain Minos, like the Guardians, Generals of Ragnarok, and the Ragnarok himself. But if I'm being honest, I really hated the fact that you needed certain candy to catch a certain rarity of Minos. Like, the hell? Why would you need motherfucking epic candy to catch an epic minor? Well, you could just try to use common candy, so called. Should have just been called candy. I don't know. Like, you could just use common candy to catch the epic minor just to try your luck, even though that's probably not gonna work. The way you had to grind for candy is going through the Pirate Cove, and, like, it's just that thing where you can do, like, a couple times per day. Like, so you can get sugar to craft candy, and then just get more rare sugars to just craft the candy into rare versions of it. You even had to have Guardian candy for the fucking Guardians. Like, it's so stupid. You could have just had it like, oh, you just needed to beat the Guardian to get it. No, no, you need to catch the fucking Guardians. What the fuck is this? Catching a legendary Pokemon? No, they could have easily made the Guardians very challenging, and instead have you be rewarded with the Guardian for beating the Guardian when it's actually kind of hard. Like, oh my god, dog. Like, what? Is this Pokemon? No, I don't think so. And also now there was berries which you needed to buy or craft to like evolve your Minos, which honestly it was decent mechanic. Like it wasn't bad. Not like I really liked it, but it's not that bad. I could have lived with it. But now I'm gonna have to go over some event exclusive and paywall Minos in this game, but it's worse in this case because the paywall Minos are within islands, which cost $10 to unlock. Although yes, you do get some cool shit like Gemstone Island, you can get gems every day. But do I give a shit? I just want to get the fucking Mino there. Like, why can't it just be like what, $2.99 at least? I mean, that'll be a fair price. Mechist, oh yeah, Mechasect, whatever it's called. Yeah, same price, $10. And they say, oh, value pack. Oh, this would have been $50. No, bullshit. Have it be a good value pack where it's like, was $15, but it's actually $2.99. Like, God. And also for like event exclusive Minos, I mean, I thought that wasn't that good because like that you want to be able to always get the Mino because if you don't make it in time and getting a certain Mino, bam, it's gone. You can't really get it unless you open like what, this? No, I think they weren't even in the monster chest. And if they're gone, they're gone. Yeah, including some on the Minor Olympics, which is kind of grinding. Like, I wasn't a fan. I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm not grinding for this shit. And then during that time, we were putting in event minors nonstop, probably like every week. Like, it was unfortunate because at that time, yeah, the game somehow shut down without warning. And while it is sad, like, it wasn't canceled. It wasn't, like, not gonna continue forever. Like, it was just, like, stopped somehow. Kind of like how Skylanders kind of stopped after Imaginators. And for you Skylanders folks here, even though if you may not be too fond of the game I'm trying to bring back, I hope you all bring back Skylanders, because, I mean, Skylanders was my childhood, like, goddamn. Well, anyways, now today, like, they have the cat game, which honestly I got because, I supported them for Minomonsters. And while cat game has, like, 2 floors dedicated to Minomonsters, Minomonsters are still gone. Like, the game is still, like, shut down as of right now. Still, like, canceled. And probably because they didn't have enough money to run the servers, which I'm gonna bring this up. I thought the existence of Minomonsters Evolution was trivial because, like, it's a bit controversial. Because I believe it did not need to simply exist. Like, it simply didn't need to come to life. All that goodness from Minomonsters Evolution could have easily gone to the first game. And also all the cool stuff like Epic Minos and the Generals and Ragnarok and Hero Evolution shit could have easily been moved over to the first game. Shame we didn't get any Air Island or Electric Island. Anyways, so basically that's all I gotta say about Minomonsters. It's like a lost gem. If you have any questions, just put it in the comments below, and I'll try to answer as best as I can. But otherwise, I think that's all for today. You guys have a good one.